see in the image, there is a dots indicator which is for swipe on the iPad, and there is also a button bar. So this button bar can be accessed by the users who are accessing the report on the desktop. Moving on to the last section of the presentation, which is troubleshooting. Now, there are three areas that needs to be monitored whenever you're looking to troubleshoot an active report. The first is the connection, second is the variable information, and third is the information. The connection is the basic building block of an active report. So whenever you build an active report, you set up interactive behavior between objects. These interactive behavior between the object is set up by using a connection. And a connection, as you can see on the screen, I will just look to highlight. A connection is basically a combination of four different things. You have the source control, you have the target control, you have the interactive behavior, whether you want to filter out the results or you want to select a result, and you have the variables. So these are the four important aspects of a connection, and these must be checked whenever you have issues with the report and whenever you're trying to debug or troubleshoot a report. Moving on to the next slide, which is variables. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that you can press Ctrl-Shift-D in an active report and right-click to give you the debug menu. Now, debug menu has an option of showing the variables. So it will give you the different, it will show you the current values which have been set for the variables. Now, the best advantage of this particular menu is that this particular menu is available to you while you are accessing the report. So you can interact with the report and see if the variables, if the desired variables are being set with correct values or not. So that can be a useful debugging tool. Also over here you can set the values, manually so that you can test out specific conditions. Coming on to the last slide of the presentation, which is the information menu. Now, information menu is again very important. It is a part of the debug menu, and it tells you it gives you an idea about the internal information about the objects on the active report. So this is a very valuable tool for ensuring that the queries are filtered properly and no unnecessary data or images are included in the reporting application. So it basically gives you three things. It gives you what is the number of charts or lists or objects that you have created. It also gives you how many controls are there in the report, and it also gives you what is the actual record set in the report. So by that perspective, it is